It's time now for Tiger Talk, heard before each Salem Tiger basketball game with Stan Stevens and Coach Jared Patterson. And now Tiger Talk on KSMO Media.
Welcome to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens along with Coach Jared Patterson. Coach, congratulations on a big semifinal win over the St. Clair Bulldogs. You knew you played them just 9 days prior to this game. You knew it was going to be a different story coming out. And the Tigers, again, I thought started out very, very good. Got that first quarter lead, Coach, and kind of controlled the game the rest of the way.
Yes, I was very proud, the way we came out, right off the bat, and playing good basketball, team basketball, working the ball around. Defensively, we played really fantastic, shutting down number one to 3 points in the first half. I'm not sure how much he ended up with. But
at 11, Coach.
11, okay. So he had 3 in the first half, 8 second half. But we just came to play and, executed and hit some shots down the stretch. And, some guys came up. When Gunnar Kunkel only has 4 and Gately only has 4, and then somebody else has to step up. And Sanders, Bryson, and Trey, they really took it and went with it, especially Hayden Sanders. He played a heck of a game. And I think he ended up with 17. And, if those guys can step up each night, it's really hard to beat us.
When you're looking at the scoring in the first half, and I went over it, and Traylon Richter was leading everybody with 8, and Hayden Sanders had a couple of threes in there, so he had 6. But, you had Gunnar with 2, you had Bryson with 3, and Landon with 4, and Gately with 4, and nobody's really dominating. Yet you're up by 13 points. You had to feel pretty good at that point, thinking if we can just get somebody going that second half, we can run away with this.
Yeah, and credit to St. Clair, they made a lot of shots down the stretch. They just could not miss, and they hung with it, and they kept battling. They're a senior heavy team, so. They weren't ready for it to be over. And so, our guys just being team basketball, team players, sharing the basketball, working it around for the best shot is really what we were going for down the stretch there.
And they were able to feed. I thought Bryson May kind of showed a little bit of leadership there in that third quarter. They were shutting down Gunnar, so he was going to take it upon himself, and he and Hayden did a great job. A lot of give and goes there, but give credit to everybody because I thought the Tigers did a very good job of keep moving the ball, keeping St. Clair, trying to get them out of position. And once they did, the Tigers were able to take it to the hoop, get the fouls, Coach, shooting 25 free throws in the game. That's not something that Salem normally gets a chance to do.
Yes. And I remember me and you talking, way early in the year with Dixon and Licking and, attacking the basket and getting to the free throw line. And that's really, like you just said, it's not something that we've been doing all year. And so to kind of see it in district play was really big. And for the guys to, be learning and executing and, taking what us coaches tell them and going with it is just so important. And just really excited that we know that the kids are listening and learning and improving every single day.
When you take a look back at that game, and again, I talk about the aggressiveness of the Salem Tigers. I had you for 9 steals I had you for 7 steals in that first half, and of the 7 steals, you converted on 5 of them, and you turned those into points. And so you have at halftime a 13-point lead. Coach, you start looking at 5. That's a 10-point swing in possessions. Wow, you start thinking this is a good success or a good formula for the Salem Tigers in the future.
Mm-hmm. And I think it was actually the Sullivan game in the St. James tournament where we turned over Sullivan, I think, like 7, 8, 9 times, something like that. And we only converted for like 2 points, just something like that. And it was like, yeah, it's great that we're turning them over, but we're not capitalized on it. So, that's going to be huge, tonight when we play Sullivan to, get those steals and get those turnovers and convert and, produce points, extra possessions, things like that. That's just winning basketball. Every single possession will matter for a district championship game, and I think our boys are ready for the challenge.
You already mentioned it, but I want to bring it back out as stepping up when somebody else is not able to score, because the other team, they knew what happened to them. St. Clair knew what Gunnar and Bryson did to them in that first quarter down at St. Clair, and they really concentrated on Gunnar Conkle. They were not going to let him drive that basket. And so Hayden Sanders gets that 17 points. Trey Richter gets his 10. But, Coach, you need those other guys. And like I said, Bryson May with 18 points in the second second half. Key points, a big third quarter for him. Without those efforts right there, that change of philosophy, the Tigers don't win this game.
Yes, you're exactly right. And, me and coaches talked that, Hayden Sanders in practice and, open gyms and stuff, it's just amazing how talented the kid is and all the things that he can do. And, it just seemed like I've just been waiting and waiting and waiting for it to come out this season. He's hit some threes and some free throws and shots like that, but attacking the basket is something he hasn't done. And so to see that and, just show how athletic the kid is and how good of a basketball player he is was just really exciting for us coaches and just the team in general.
So you take on a Sullivan Eagles. This is a team you're familiar with. Like you mentioned, you took them on a St. James tournament. In a game, I think Salem actually kind of gave away to the Eagles, but you cannot take this Eagle team lightly. They play lights out all the way through the game. They're going to be tough. They're size. They're strong. They're aggressive. What else is there to say? A Coach McKinney team's going to be ready for this championship game.
Yes, this is, the 1 seed versus 6 seed, so they're taking it as a David and Goliath situation here. They're big, strong, athletic. They got a great coach who's been coaching for a long time, and, they have all the advantages. But our kids, I'll never count them out. We have the heart. We have the competitiveness, so just will to win. And, we got a game plan. We'll practice and go over our game plan and execute it, and hopefully come out with a district championship.
Well, back when you were a sophomore, you were on the same type of team that went from the last seed to the first seed for the championship. We didn't get the win, but it was a heck of a run for that young team at that time, wasn't it?
Yes. That team, we ended up beating Eldon and then Owensville and playing Hawaii in the district championship. So it's a pretty similar situation. Sullivan, a senior-heavy team, just big and physical, and they just, like you said, they just play really good fundamental basketball. They've had several games, where they won in, the 30s and 40s, and they have several different ways to win just by their shooting, by their inside presence, and, sometimes they'll get out and run a little bit, but they just are really good and really smart, fundamentally sound team.
Well, Coach, I want your opinion on this, and normally I don't ask a lot of opinions of coaches, but you're watching these kids near the end of the season. We all know that the season is virtually over. We know there's going to be a few more games possibly, but it's the end of the season. You're not going to have 20 more games to do things, but in your eyes, have you seen in the last maybe 2 weeks the confidence of this Salem Tiger team starting to form? Because it looks like these guys are becoming a cohesive unit. Do you see this?
Yes. And, I've talked with you and then, other coaches about, this team and, how we wanted to be clicking at the right time in district play. And, we struggled there for a stretch late in conference with the Thayer and Liberty and Grove game and Ava, and kind of took our lumps. And then that St. Clair game that Tuesday, we just were like, hey, let's go back to the basics. Let's just go back to playing basketball, carefree, just have fun, and let's just get after it. And we kind of clicked from there. And I think that was just a huge game for us. Gave us the momentum. If we would have, came out and if St. Clair would have made a shot at the buzzer there, I don't know if we get past Cuba on Monday, honestly. And so just to see the resilience of these kids and, all the hard work we put in, and, we take criticism, ups and downs and stuff. And so for our kids to keep battling and keep our heads up and keep coming in the gym. It's a long season, 4-month season. So for us to play our best basketball at the end of the year is just a testament to these kids. They've really worked and earned it. So It's just exciting for a coach to, see it happen.
Well, we wish you the very best luck, as well as all the Tigers tonight in the championship game against the Sullivan Eagles. Coach, we wish you the very best, and a big win tonight puts you to sectionals. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yes, that'd be really amazing. Well, thank you guys for everything you do.
Well, we thank you too, Coach, and thank the team for the great play. We really do appreciate that. Stay tuned. Tiger basketball, district championship basketball. It's next.
Thank you, Stan. That has been Tiger Talk with Coach Jared Patterson. Stay tuned. Salem Tiger basketball comes your way next.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard processed supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and ThinkTime make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Welcome to this KSMO Media broadcast of Salem Tiger Basketball. Tonight's game is brought to you by K&H Auto Supply, Salem Memorial District Hospital, Farm Bureau Insurance, Bank of Salem, Napa Auto Parts, Monet Auto Supply, Taxmasters, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Town and Country Insurance, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, Ozark Overhead Door LLC, State Farm Insurance, Salem Trust, Southtown Furniture, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Living the Dream Outdoor Properties, Wilson Mortuary, Align by Design Health Center, Town and Country Bank, Healthy Dent County, Elwood Real Estate, Dent County Veterinary Clinic, Hometown Mechanical, Town Screen LLC. And now get ready for Salem Tiger Basketball.
And now for the home team on the scoreboard, the Sullivan Eagles. Also starting in start is 6'1" senior number 2, Gabe Bates. Starting in scorer is 6' senior number 3, Gavin Bates. Starting in scorer tonight is 6'6" sophomore number 12.
And we welcome you to St. James High School. Stan Stevens and KSMO Media bringing you Tiger Championship Basketball in Class 4, District 3. Salem and Sullivan. Sullivan will be in the white jerseys with the black little wings on the front of their shorts. Salem Tigers in their navy blue road jerseys trimmed with the Carolina blue. Hope you enjoy the game tonight, and we'll be right back here again tomorrow afternoon for Lady Tiger Championship Basketball as well. It'll be Sam Summers getting it back. Right off the bat to Gabe Dace. You got the Dace brothers out there along with Aiden Kirk, who just had the ball. Now back to Dace, goes down low to the other Dace brother. That's Gavin Dace, and he lays it in. 2-0. Sullivan right off the bat. Salem Tigers, Bryson May has it. Bryson goes back to Trey Richter out near the St. James Insignia on their center court. Back to Bryson, beyond 3, back to Trey. Bryson looks left side to Hayden Sanders. Sanders back to Bryson. May getting it back to Trey Richter. Inside it goes to Gunnar Conkle, kicking it back to May. May trying to dance in, can't, goes to Richter, back to May. Kind of handcuffed him, but he got it back. Trying to get a bit of a pick, can't do it, back to Richter. Richter starts his drive in, stops, goes back to May. Had to make a nice play to keep it in front of him. Bryson, a minute into this game, goes to Gunnar Conkle. Ball knocked away, but it comes back to Bryson May. May has it as Gower got his paw on that, driving to drive down. May against Sam Summers, shot up and good. Long time, but the Tigers took a minute, but got the shot to go down. We're tied 2-2. May going over top. A big Sam Summers. That's a job right there. Here's Gavin Dace. Goes right side in the corner to Gower. Gower back to Dace for a 3. It's up and it's good. That's Gabe Dace. 5-2. Sullivan on top. Just underway here in the district championship game at St. James. Pass goes to May. This time it did handcuff him off his hand and out of bounds. And Bryson took a look inside the lane. Pass came back, went right off of his forearm and out of bounds. And Gabe Dace gets the inbound from brother Gavin. Gabe, right side, kicks it across to Gavin Dace. Down to Gower. Gower on the perimeter. Stops, goes back left side to Aiden Kirk. His three off the iron. Brought down by May, but May stepped out of bounds. On the baseline, Bryson May brought down the rebound, but his foot was on the line. And now Dace gets it in to Kirk. Back to Gabe Dace. Down low to Gavin. Kicks it to Gower. His three-pointer. It rims off the front of the rim to Trey Richter. And then he is fouled by Aiden Kirk. Richter pulled that one down. Aiden Kirk a little aggressive. He's a very aggressive player. And he bumped him. The first foul of the game belongs to Sullivan. 5:57 to go. 5-2 Eagles. Salem lost to the Eagles on this floor in the St. James tournament after forcing a lot of turnovers early, but they couldn't score in any of them. Pass down to Gately. Gately on the baseline, kicks it out to Trey Richter. Trey, a long two off the iron. Comes down into the hands of Gabe Dace. Off to brother Gavin. Back to Gabe. Between the circles, down to Sam Summers. Sam back to Dace, trying to get a down low to Gavin. To Kirk for the three-pointer, and it's good. Aiden Kirk hits the three. And it's right now an 8-2 lead for the Eagles. Bryson May with it. Bryson handing that ball off to Trey Richter. Back to Bryson May. Again off his hands and out of bounds. That ball was deflected, but then Bryson did not corral it. Thought it was tipped last by Dace, but the officials say no. 8-2 Sullivan. They get another turnover for the Salem Tigers, who have three already in this game. 5:06 to go. Dace down low. All alone is Gavin, and he lays it in. And a timeout being called by Coach Patterson. 10-2, Sullivan on top here in the first quarter. We'll take a break. 4:57 to go. Back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
Back to St. James. Don't forget, we'll be here again tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock for Lady Tiger Championship Basketball. They'll be taking on the St. James Lady Tigers. That'll be tomorrow right here on KSMO Media. Starting out with Coach Cody Woody's Tiger Talk. That will begin somewhere around 2:50 tomorrow afternoon. Tigers have it. Hayden Sanders has it. Half-court defense really so far by both teams. Sanders across to May. 10-2 Eagles. May giving it back to Richter. Salem starting out a little slow here in this game. They've started out quick in the other two games here early on. May handing it off to Gunnar Conkle. Back to May. Bryson left side pass to Sanders. Tight defense by Sullivan, and then Gunnar Conkle bounces it off the foot of the Sullivan player, and they get the steal, and back they come right away. Stopping and kicking outside to Gower now to get Dace. Gabe Dace back to Gower, across to Aiden Kirk. Back in the middle of the floor to Gabe Dace up top of the key. Kicks it left side, Gower, out beyond the three-point arc. Inside it goes to Summers. Back to Kirk, down low to Gavin Dace. Turn spins, kicks it to Gower, but Gower had shifted up the three-point arc. First turnover by Sullivan in the game. (10-2) our score. Bounce pass inside to Gunnar Conkle. Lays it up and in. 10-2 Conkle with the basket. 10-4 our score. Gower has it. Gower thought about the three, didn't take it. Driving in, trying to go over top of Gately, loses it. Tigers will take it under control in the corner. Gunnar Conkle has got that basket, making it a 10-4 game. 3:09, a shot from the corner, up off the rim by Sanders, no good. Back the other way, Dace. Gavin Dace to Gabe Dace. Left side, Gower. Back to Dace. Dace between the circles, back to Gower, left side. Three-pointer, no good. Kept alive by Summers just for a second, but Sanders got the rebound. 10-4 our score. Gunnar Conkle down the left side, trying to dance through the middle of the floor. His jumper too short. Caden Gately gets it and fires it out to Gunnar Conkle. Conkle left side to Sanders underneath. That ball stolen away again, almost by Sullivan. Ball still loose on the floor. Possession arrow is probably what they're going to call here, and it will belong to the Salem Tigers. 2:26 to go in the first quarter. Had a few technical difficulties on the radio side, and we hopefully have those corrected. That jumper for Gunnar Conkle did not go, and Sam Summers brings down the rebound. Still 10-4. Here's Gabe Dace at the top of the key. Flips it over in the corner. Waiting for it there is Christopher Glazer. Now back to Gavin Dace to Gabe out near center court. Hanging on to it. He'll hand that ball off to Gavin. Gavin Dace driving down the sideline. Kicks it back out on top to Kirk. Firing across to Glazer. Goes to Dace in the corner. That's Gabe. Looking inside, back to Gavin on the baseline underneath. Wants a reverse layup. The shot up and good. 12-4. Sullivan with the lead. 1:44 to go. First quarter. Salem down by 8 here early on. May has it. Right side pass to Sanders. Back to May. May hanging on to it. He's trying to get a drive in. Starts his way in. Flips it up toward the basket. It won't go, but he draws the foul. And he will shoot two. 1:28 remains in the first quarter. 12-4 Sullivan. Gavin Dace with 6 to lead the way so far. And Sullivan has put a couple of threes down as well. Gabe Dace and Aiden Kirk. May has a basket. Now he's going to shoot a couple of free throws. And Bryson's first one is no good. Hit the back rim, bounded out. Summers checks out. Kirk back in. 12-4 our score. Next free throw, this one is good. 12-5 ball game. 1:25 left to go in the first quarter. Sullivan with the lead. First quarter. Gabe Dace looking across the floor, but can't do that. Goes back in the corner there to Glazer. Back to Dace. Dace back to Glazer. Going baseline. Fires it all the way across to Kirk for the three-pointer. It's in. Aiden Kirk hits the three. It's 15-5. Ball looked like it might even have grazed the side of the backboard and went in, but heck of a shot by Kirk. He's got 6. Tigers trying to somehow break the Sullivan Eagle defense. It's been very tight. Here's Trey Richter, his long three. It splashes home. 15-8 the score. As Gabe Dace brings it across the timeline. Against Salem in the half-court defense, has been Sullivan most of this game. Dace trying to come across, gets it to Kirk. Turnaround jumper. He's trying to bank that one in. And brought down by Sanders. Hayden with 3 rebounds off to Gunnar Conkle. 17 seconds to go first quarter. 15-8. Trey Richter now down to 10 seconds. Starts at the St. James Tiger insignia. Starting to drive in all the way down. Turns back to May and his feet. 3 seconds left. May with a layup is good. We played 1 quarter. It's Sullivan 15, the Salem Tigers 10. And we're going to come back in 1 minute. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. Proud to support the Salem community, they're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Truss at 729-9276. Hey, don't forget, Missouri's in the grips of basketball fever. The Misha playoffs going on right now for classes 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, all in the middle of their playoff season. And the Show Me Showdown will be on March 17th, 18th, and 19th for classes 4, 5, and 6 at the Hammond Center in Springfield. And that is the place you will want to be for riveting high school basketball action. You can get your tickets or find out more about ticket information online at misha.org. That's MSHSAA.org. Sullivan will start the second quarter with the ball. They go in the corner to Summers. Summers on that perimeter, spins, turns, looking inside, goes to Dace, turnaround jumper, banks it in. Gabe Dace has 5. 17-10 our score. Here's May. Bryson May right at the top of the key, right side pass, Trey Richter. Looks deep, but doesn't go that way. Gunnar Conkle back to May. Guarded there by Dace. May back to Richter. Guarded by Gower, now to Sanders. To May. Salem can't penetrate right now. Turns and spins. Now out to Richter. Back to May. Good man-to-man coverage. Actually a 2-1-2 zone right now for Sullivan. They've changed off from man-to-man. Here's May off the glass. Won't go, and Summers brings it down. Good opportunity, wouldn't fall. Back the other way, Dace. Gavin all the way into the paint. Blocked there by Gately, but they're going to call a foul. Good strong move by Gavin Dace. It looked like from our angle that Gately had a nice block, but again, we're not on the floor right there. So Gately gets his first foul. To the line goes Dace, and his free throw is short. He has another one coming. And this one is no good. Sanders has it. That ball just would not fall, sitting on the right side of the rim. Trickled down in the hands of Hayden Sanders. It's Trey Richter between the circles. Right side pass to May. Now to Gunnar Conkle. Tigers unable so far to really get any kind of low game going here against Sullivan. Pass to Conkle, goes in the corner to Sanders. Back to Richter. Richter trying to drive in. Kicks it outside to Gunnar Conkle. Stops back to Richter, open for the 3. It's good. 17-13 our score. 6.5 remains. This is the first half at St. James. Class 4 District 3 championship. Dace goes back to Glazer for the 3. It will not go. May has that rebound down the other way. Ball knocked out of his hands by Gavin Dace. It stays with the Salem Tigers. They're down by 4. Sanders to inbound it. Sanders into Gunnar Conkle. 6:10 to go in the half. Gunnar inside to Gailey, off his fingers and out of bounds, right through his hands. Turnover number 5 for the Salem Tigers in this first half. So far, fairly clean game. 2 fouls for Sullivan, 1 for Salem. Back is Dace. Dace goes inside. Sam Summers falls down, but gets the ball to Gower. Gower back to Dace, across to Kirk for the 3-pointer. It's up and good. Well, Aiden Kirk's been hot in this one. Normally not much of a scorer. He's more of an energy guy, but he's got 9. And the Sullivan lead back now to 7. Richter, who's got a couple of threes himself, on top to May. May trying to find a gap somewhere. Starts his move, gets a bit of a pick. Stops, gives it back to Trey Richter. Across it goes, intended for Gunnar Conkle. That ball's stolen away. Back is Dace down to Kirk, and Kirk lays it in. And a timeout called by Coach Patterson. 22-13, Sullivan on time. We'll take a 30-second break and return. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
Welcome back to St. James. So far, the attack mode has been on the side of the Sullivan Eagles. Salem Tigers have been unable to penetrate their very good defense. Coach Dino McKinney has been doing this a long time, and he'll change defenses every time down the floor if he has to. He went from a man-to-man, suddenly went into a 2-1-2 zone. And he'll do that to confuse the offense, and so far, he's done a good job, and they have kept Salem out of the paint totally in this game so far. So no inside baskets except for one layup by May, and that came from a baseline run. Here's Richter trying to dance his way in. He can't. Goes back to Hayden Sanders. Back to Richter. Open for the three. He didn't take it. Thought about it. Now goes to Gunnar Conkle. Almost threw that ball away. Gunnar back to Richter in the corner. Trey on that baseline. Puts it up, and it bounces off the rim. No good as Summers brings it down. Dace the other way in the corner. Trying to find his way through is Gavin Dace, and Bryson May reaches in and draws the foul. Trying to get that steal there. Second team foul on Salem. 2 fouls each team, 4:41 to go. Dace trying to get it in, fires it out high, getting it his Gower. Now to Gavin Dace underneath the Summers, lost the ball, gets it back, puts it back up, and missed it again one more time. Ball still loose, finally taken down by May. May all the way to the hole, trying to lay it up and in, doesn't go. Gabe Dace brings down that rebound. Great move by May, but the ball just refused to go down. Pass goes down low, stolen by the Salem Tigers. Long pass to May. May against Dace. Blocked that shot. Now Gunnar Conkle has it. Fires it out to Richter for the three-pointer. No good. Summers brings down that rebound. And then a foul called as May and Summers get tied up. And Sam Summers created a little havoc there as he took exception. He took exception to Bryson May getting right there with him. Easton May came on the floor when Summers started picking on little brother. 22-13 our score. Officials are conferring. I would not be surprised if Salem didn't get a technical for Easton coming on the floor. But we'll see. And they're conferring right now. But Summers turned around and instigated on Bryson May. May was up against him. Coach McKinney's not happy with what's going on here. Officials conferred, still do not have a definitive answer of what they're going to do, but Coach McKinney's incensed that Easton May came on the floor, and maybe they're going to let that go. And they're still conferring. They're still talking about it. 4:02 to go. Sullivan with a 15-10 lead at the end of the first quarter have added to it 7-3 here in the second quarter on the strength of Aiden Kirk's 5 points. Coach Patterson now gets his opportunity to speak with the officials. And he's talking about what happened on the floor. Coach McKinney is talking about what happened at the bench. So Salem is going to get a technical for having Easton May come off the bench. Onto the floor. And I am not aware of anything else that will be called. We'll have to wait for the announcement. And again, they're still conferring. The official signal did call technical against Salem. So Salem bench with a technical foul. Salem fans not happy about it, but Easton May did come on the floor. And they're still talking to the officials about it. It looks like that may be the only call, and I know Salem would like something against Summers. And he instigated on the floor against Bryson May. Both guys were bumping. That's okay. Free throw by Gabe Dace is good. But Sam Summers a good foot taller than Bryson May, and Brother Easton wasn't going to have any of it. Well, Dace hits them both and make it a 24-13 game, and Sullivan will have the ball. 4:02 to go in the half. Let's see how this game plays out now with both Bryson May and Summers still on the floor. This may not be over yet. Dace and Dace. Gavin to Gabe, and now across to Kirk. Back to Gabe. Inside it goes to Gavin. Outside to Gower for the three. It's short. In the corner comes to Sanders, his 5th rebound. Salem down by 11 with 3:45 to go in the half. Here's Gunnar Conkle to May. May over to Trey Richter. Richter beyond 3 between the circles. Off to Gunnar Conkle. Trying to get a pick, trying to drive in. Can't. On top to Richter for another 3. Off the iron, no good, and Summers brings it down. Sam Summers with 6 rebounds. That pass across to Dace. Back on top to Gabe Dace, and that ball tipped out of bounds by Trey Richter, intended for Gower on the sideline. 3:17 remains in the half. We may have a hockey game breakout here. 24-13. Big crowd on hand for this championship game. Sullivan and Salem. With the ball, Gabe Dace. Handing it off to Gavin. Gavin going back, hits Kirk right in the face. That ball might have been tipped by Richter. Now goes to Landon Richter. Shot up and good. The ball was deflected, and it hit Kirk right in the chops. Came down. Salem gets the steal. Close the gap to 9. Dace left side to Gower. Gower inside to Gabe Dace underneath to Sam Summers. He lays it in. 26-15, 2:35 to go in the half. Pass in the corner to Sanders. Out to Landon Richter to Trey Richter. Out beyond 3. Trey to Landon. Back to Trey out near center court. Salem resets. Trey moving to his left, goes back right to Gately. Now to Sanders. Hayden almost lost it. Goes back to Trey Richter. 2:15 now remains in the half. Trey trying to get a little start in there. Summers cuts him off. Trey Richter looking, and he double dribbles. Little indecision by Trey Richter. Picked it up, wanted to throw it, then put it back on the floor. No can do. 2:09 remains in this half. Salem again, half-court defense as Dace brings it up. This is Gabe Dace. Gabe down, bounce pass right side to Kirk. Aiden Kirk to Gower between the circles, left side to Gabe Dace. Guarded there by Richter. Now to Gower to Gavin Dace. Back to Gabe. Ball is tipped. He takes the 3. It's off the iron. Brought down by Gavin, and he'll kick it back out to Summers. Summers to the paint. Goes right over top of Landon Richter. That's got to be a charge. And it is. Landon Richter, all 5'6" of him, just trying to take on a 6'8" guy who weighs 220. I'll give that kid credit. A charge on Summers. (26-15) the score. Landon Richter with the ball. Right side pass, May. May over to Gunnar Conkle. Conkle beyond three, left side to Landon Richter on that perimeter. Guarded there by Glazier, goes over to May. May trying to drive in, kicks it back outside to Sanders. Sanders down low to May. May is going to get called for a charge going over Kirk. Kirk did a good job of flopping. He did bump him and extend the arm a little bit, but he sure didn't knock him down that hard. 26-15. We have a timeout called by Coach McKinney and the Sullivan Eagles. We're going to take a 30-second break and come right back. It's the Eagles up by 11. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Your legacy. Protect it, prosper, and pass it on. Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, specializes in real estate, estate planning, probate, family law, and business law. A Salem native, Stephen Patterson provides comprehensive representation to clients throughout southern Missouri. If you need assistance, contact Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, at 573-453-2529.
(26-15) our score. We're closing in on halftime. Right now, leading scorer in the game is Aiden Kirk. He's got 11 points to lead the way for the Sullivan Eagles. He is followed up right now by Gabe Dace, who's got 7. Gavin Dace has 6, and Sam Summers has a couple. Bryson May has 5. Trey Richter, Gunnar Conkle, and Landon Richter each with 2. Salem down by 11. Half-court defense for Salem. They have not really changed that at all this first half. Try and maybe throw a new wrinkle at Sullivan. They've been able to walk it up. And they do this time. Gabe Dace, right side pass over to Glazier, back to Dace. Between the circles, inside it goes to Gavin Dace. To Gabe. Right side pass, Glazier back to Gabe. We're under a minute now left in the first half. Over to Aiden Kirk. Kirk to Dace. Sullivan possibly playing for the last shot here. Kirk's wide open for the 3, but doesn't take it. Back to Dace. Inside to Gavin. Gavin starts trying to drive in, gets cut off, and goes back outside, and they'll reset the play. Right side pass over to Glazier, back to Gabe Dace. Now to Kirk. Kirk inside to Dace. Gavin back to Gabe. 25 seconds left. Again, Sullivan very good at ball control. Pass to Kirk. To Gabe Dace. Down to 15 seconds to go. He'll start his drive with about 8, I assume. And here comes 8. And he goes instead inside to Dace. Gavin kicks it outside to Kirk for the 3. It's up and it's no good. Brought down by May. And Summers was all over him. Bryson May got a good pop in the face by Sam Summers, and he'll have his second foul. There's 0.9 seconds is left. That's why May turned around and fired that ball down court. Don't see any blood on Bryson. So as soon as they get the ball on the floor, Richter with a half-court shot, trying to bank it in, just missed. And we've played one half here at St. James. 11 points in that second quarter for Sullivan. The Tigers only got 5, and they trail here at halftime by 11, 26-15. We're going to take a 3-minute break, come back with stats from that first half for you when we return. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
more surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
With tax season fast approaching, you might have some questions that you need answered. If so, give the Tax Masters a call. They have over 40 years of experience and can handle all types of accounting services plus certified e-filing. Don't ever let yourself be a slave to the IRS. Come and see Jackie or Beth at Tax Masters, located at 107 West 4th Street here in Salem, or call 729-3001.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
No matter what, every morning, farmers go to work, doing what needs done. The work is unforgiving. The days are long, real long. They nurture, they grow, they harvest. When the day is done, sell the fruits of your labor to your neighbors on Town Screen.
Hi, I'm Susie Cahill, Director of Healthy Dent County Fitness Center. Are you looking for a place to begin your journey to better health? Come inside. Never in my life have I been in another atmosphere where everyone was so friendly and eager to help others. It's not just the staff, it's the members. They're so passionate about what they do and so excited to help you. If you're ready to begin your journey to better health, come by and see us.
We are at halftime, and right now the Sullivan cheerleaders are putting on a little bit of a dance routine here and to entertain the crowd. Nice crowd on hand here at St. James. Well represented in both schools, Sullivan and Salem. And good to see a nice crowd show up for this game tonight. We have another game tomorrow to come back and re-support our Lady Tigers as they'll take on the St. James Lady Tigers on their home court. That'll be a difficult chore. St. James is very good here at St. James, and Tigers will have their hands full, but that's why they play the game. You just never know what's going to happen. Sullivan has the lead in this one by a score of 26-15. Salem Tigers and Sullivan have battled 3 times now this year. This is the third. Sullivan has won the first 2. One was a 9-point game in Salem. The other one here in the St. James tournament. Salem actually played a great first quarter and forced a lot of steals and just could not convert on any of them. And unfortunately, the Eagles came back. Salem only got 2 points off of 9 turnovers in that first half when they were here in the St. James tournament. And so that was the killer in that game. But nonetheless, this is a whole different ballgame. We start fresh. Right now, Sullivan with the 11-point lead at halftime. Leading scorer is Aiden Kirk. He has 11. Gabe Dace has 7. Gavin Dace 6. And Sam Summers has a couple of points. 3 for 5 from the free throw line were the Sullivan Eagles. Not really anybody in foul trouble. Sam Summers has 2. He's the top foul getter on the Eagles. They had 4 turnovers, 2 steals. Salem Tigers leading scorers, Trey Richter, he has 6, 5 points for Bryson May. Gunnar Conkle and Landon Richter each have 2. 8 turnovers for the Salem Tigers, 3 steals in that first half for Salem. Leading rebounders in the game, Sam Summers has 6. Hayden Sanders has 5 for the Salem Tigers. 2 for Bryson May. And Trey Richter and Caden Gately each have 1 for Salem. 2 for Gabe Dace, besides the 6 for Sam Summers, and just 1 other rebound, and that was by Gavin Dace. So that's where we stand here on the rebounding. Salem did not have, went 1 for 2 in the free throw line, did not have a free throw in that second quarter. Sullivan was 1 for 1 in the first quarter and then 2 for 4 in the second quarter. We are at halftime and do want to remind you that fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer good play by the opposing team? And if your team loses, do you take it well in stride? Well, if you answered yes to any of those questions, then you are doing what you should be doing. Good sportsmanship. You know, it's not hard to let yourself get carried away with a crowd. But when you stand out in the crowd by doing the good sportsmanship, doing the right thing, you impress other people around you, especially those with those young eyes. They watch you for leadership and acceptable behavior. So make students grow into better citizens by showing them good sportsmanship when you attend a high school activity next time, be it any high school activity. This message brought to you by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and all of us at KSMO Radio. We are at halftime, getting ready to come back in the second half. 26-15, Sullivan will take a 3-minute break and come back. Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Southtown Furniture. Southtown, where the bargains are. We've got everything from furniture to appliances. Quality floor covering. We won't be undersold, you'll see. To you, that is our guarantee. Southtown Furniture, where the bargains are.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Check out these winter car care deals at K&H Auto Supply in Salem, where you can get a Performance Tool 6-piece hook and pick set for only $10.99, a Titan 25-piece hex key set for $13.99, and 6-ton jack stands $84.99 for the pair. K&H Auto Supply is your Parts City Auto Parts store in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 290,000 participants here in Missouri who take part in high school sports or activities.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
Relationships. It's not just being on a first-name basis. It's a partnership built on trust. This is Scott Ball, president of the Bank of Salem. Since 1883, the Bank of Salem has been serving our local community with a kind of personal service and professionalism that builds relationships. We've earned the trust of our customers with over a century of strength and stability, never once changing our name or compromising customer service. Stop by one of our 2 locations in Salem, visit our website, or download our free mobile app. The Bank of Salem, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
I'm Dr. Tiffany Bland with Salem Memorial District Hospital. Recently, there have been many changes within our local clinics and hospitals, and you may find yourself looking for a new provider for your children. At SMDH, we would like to reach out to the community to let you know that we do see patients of all ages. Most of our providers are family practice, which means that we have been trained to see well-child visits as well as sick visits. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
We're ready for the second half. Salem and Sullivan. For one team, they'll move on to sectionals, which will be Monday night, 7:45 at the Farmington Civic Center. For another, it'll be the end of the road for the season. Salem has it on the inbound. Bryson May with it right now. Beyond three on top, Hayden Sanders. Left side, Richter. Richter on the perimeter, moving around that three-point line. Will hand that ball off to Hayden Sanders. Takes the three. It's off the iron, and it's taken under control by Dace. Gabe Dace down the middle of the floor. Kicks it left side. Almost stolen away by Richter. Kind of gave up on it. The ball had English on him. Coming off his hand and kind of bounced back toward play, but Sullivan elected to let it go, and it goes out of bounds. Gavin Dace to Gabe, just underway here, third quarter. He moves to his right, stands right in the Four Rivers Conference wording here at St. James, all the way across the floor to Drake Gower. Back to Dace. Dace down low to Gavin Dace to Sam Summers. Tried to slam it in, did not go, and then foul's going to be called on Gately, and Summers will go to the line. Sam Summers tried to stuff it, didn't get it up high enough. He's got the size, no doubt about that. Caden Gately gets his second foul, and Summers' free throw is no good. Summers' second shot, this one is also no good, and Sanders has yet another rebound. Salem still down by 11, almost a minute into this third quarter. Trey Richter gets a bit of a pick, stops, wants to go the other way, and as Gately got knocked down, Gunnar Conkle to the paint, underneath the Caden, all alone, missed everything. That ball was slipped out of his hand. Like he wanted to bank it in and just going to lay it in. He didn't do either. Now the other way, here's Gower for a three, and it's good. Easy basket on one side, missed. The other one extends the lead out to 14 as Gower with a nice shot. Here comes May the other way off the glass. It's no good, and Kirk brings it under control. Couple of close-in shots here for Salem, and they've missed them. Here's Gower the other way down to Dace in the corner. All the way out to brother Gabe. Thought about the two, didn't take it very long. Now Summers underneath to Gavin. Gavin on the baseline, trying to get it up, can't. Out to Gabe Dace. Back inside, stolen away by the Salem Tigers. Their first steal of the second half. Down by 14. Pass goes outside to Trey Richter. His three is short. Nobody into the basket except Sam Summers. And he brings it back for the Eagles. One and done are the Salem Tigers so far in this second half, and they've not scored yet. Summers has it, turns, spins back to Gabe Dace. Gabe handing the ball off to Kirk. Kirk bounce pass and almost stolen by May. Went back court, they didn't call anything. And Dace has it back to Gower. Gower back to Dace, going baseline, trying to kick it down low, and he does. To brother Gabe, who lays it in. 31-15, Gunnar Conkle the other way. He's been shut down here in this game so far. Bryson May, who has 5, over to Trey Richter, back to May, out beyond the three-point line. Bryson trying to go in against Summers, stops, his shot is blocked, gets it again, trying to get the ball out, and he is tied up. And again, Summers puts May in a headlock, but no call. There was a foul called on the play, by the way. And it's going to be on Aiden Kirk, trying to reach in and steal the ball. Sanders needing to get it in. Nobody's even getting open. Now here's May off the glass. Count the basket and the foul on Summers, and that'll be his third. Sam Summers picks up his third foul as May went up, was able to bank that one home with 5:01 to go. He'll go to the line to try and make it the old-fashioned three-point play. First basket of the second half for the Salem Tigers. Down right now by 14, make it 13. Salem with some pressure now in the forecourt. Summers gets it down to Gower, has Kirk on the backside. No, it goes back to Dace. Gavin to Gabe, back to Summers in the corner. They cat that pass around the corners. Sullivan very good at moving the ball. Dace across to Gower. Baseline to Dace. That's Gavin out to Gabe. Gabe Dace beyond 3 now to Summers. Summers in the paint trying to get inside. Had that ball knocked away. Taken there, thrown into the hands of the Salem Tigers. Here they come. Richter down to Gunnar Conkle. Flips it up. No good. And taken under control by Gower. Tigers had a chance there to cut into that lead again. 31-18 our score. Another steal by the Salem Tigers. That's their third. And then Gunnar kicks the ball off his foot out of bounds. It'll be long right back to Sullivan. And timeout called by Coach Patterson. Gunnar tried to go a little too quick. Ball hit his foot, traveled away. And we have a timeout. And we'll take a break. 31-18, Sullivan on top. Take that 30-second commercial. Come right back. 4:07 to go. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard process supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
4:07 to go, third quarter. 31-18, Sullivan on top. Salem with a couple of steals, actually 3 steals in this third quarter, but they've only been able to score on 1. Again, that was a big problem. We talked about it at halftime back in the game during the St. James tournament. They got the steals, got the opportunities, couldn't score. And that's how you beat this Eagle team. You got to score on those opportunities. Salem right now in this half, 1 for 3. So again, Salem back in that half-court defense as Gabe Dace will walk it up. Landon Richter in the game now as they go over to Gower, back to Gabe Dace. Gabe, inside it goes off the hands of Gavin Dace and out of bounds. Turnover number 4 for Sullivan. As the inbound comes to Richter. Landon. Top of the key, right side pass to Sanders. Down low to Gunnar Conkle. Guard there by Summers. Gunnar spins, jump shot, and no good. May with the rebound, puts it up and in. Salem back to it in 11. 3:33 to go in this, the third quarter. Gabe Dace, left side pass, Crowder. Out beyond 3, out near center court, actually. Over to Gavin Dace. Gavin trying to drive it down baseline. Draws a man out to him, gets it over to Gower. Back to Gavin Dace. Gavin hangs on to it, out on top to Kirk. Aiden Kirk to Summers. Summers trying to drive in, spins, turns off the glass. No good. Ball tipped up in the air, still loose. It goes out of bounds off of the Salem Tigers. I think that went off Bryson May last as they battled for that rebound. Gavin Dace inside to Summers. Baby hook is good. He's got 4. The lead back to 13. Landon Richter down. In the corner goes to Sanders. Hayden back to Richter. Out near center court. No pressure on Landon. Trying to get a pick. Goes by one man. Flips it up towards the goal. Not there to Sanders for the three-pointer. It's good. We'll call that a pass. You bet. 33-23. Salem within 10. 2:25 to go. This is the third quarter. Gabe Dace stops near center court. Flips it right side to Kirk. Back to Gabe Dace. Near center court again. Left side to Gower. Man-to-man coverage by Salem. They always do this. Now to Dace. Outside Kirk. Sullivan trying to eat some clock here. Trying to get the easy basket. The shot down, up and in by Gavin Dace as he got away from Gunnar Conkle on an inside move. Good play by Gavin Dace to get that shot to go down. Now Richter inside to Gunnar. Gunnar stops, has a little trouble with it. They walked with the ball, and they're going to call a double dribble. Well, he could have called a walk with it. He shifted both feet. That'll be turnover number 4 for Salem. Down by 12 with 1:49 to go. Gavin Dace to Gabe as the inbound with 1:45 to go, third quarter. Dace goes back to Glazer. Glazer across to Dace. Hang that ball off, or I thought he was going to. I think he did too. Kirk didn't get it. Now to count the basket. Foul called on Salem as Sam Summers got a little baby left hook in this time. Hayden got it, let him get inside. But they're going to call the foul on Gunnar Conkle on his play. He'll go to the line for another shot. He's 0 for 2 from the strike. Free throw is good. Gower in for Summers. The lead has extended to 15 for Sullivan. Salem got it down to 10, but then failed on a couple opportunities. And just that fast, it's back to 15 as Trey Richter gives it over to Bryson May. May trying to dribble through, hits a foot, and a foul's going to be called on Sullivan. It'll be their third team foul. Foul's called on Drake Gower. Number 12. Inbound comes to Landon Richter for the three. It's good. Coach Patterson liked what he saw there. He wants to call a timeout. 38-26 with 1:12 remaining in the third quarter. We're going to come back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and ThinkTime make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
1:12 remains, third quarter. Don't forget, we'll be back tomorrow for Lady Tiger basketball. Lady Tigers versus Lady Tigers. St. James versus Salem. It's Class 4 District 3 Girls Championship tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock here on KSMO. And don't forget, tomorrow night it's the Miss Salem contest along with the Cosmopolitan Club's 71st Annual Variety Show. That'll be at the City Hall Auditorium. Tickets are available for that. And of course, if you can't make it to it, you can see it on KSMO Media. 38-26, Sullivan with that 12-point lead. With the ball as Dace. Dace goes left side, Gower. Goes back in the corner to Gavin Dace. Double team Gavin, trying to get rid of it. Tied up, and they tried to bounce it off the foot of Richter. Salem gets it. Here's May coming down. May lays it up and in. That's taking advantage of a steal. And then on the inbound, Sullivan travels. They turn it over again. Loud Salem crowd making some noise here in St. James. Sanders gets it into Landon Richter. Salem down by 10. 40 seconds to go. Gunnar Conkle with the ball out near center court. He's been held to just 2 points. May, who's got now 12 in the game. May takes a three, trying to bank it in, no good. Ball comes down to Richter and gets a shot up, no good. May files for it, he has it. And possession arrow will favor Sullivan. Salem had a couple of chances there, couldn't get it done. May was able to get that rebound. Unfortunately, he was on the ground along with 2 Sullivan players. And they will get the call on the possession arrow. 38-28. Dace to inbound it, fires it across to Kirk. Back to Dace. Salem with some forecourt pressure. Dace fires it across to Gavin Dace. Back to Gabe. Down to 10 seconds left. Gabe Dace beyond 3 inside to Gavin. Inside shot blocked away by Sanders, but they're going to call a foul on Hayden. Little body contact there, and Hayden Sanders will pick up the foul, and that will put Gavin Dace at the line to shoot 2. Third team foul on Salem. The free throw's good. Gately in for May. He's going to take a little breather with 6.2 seconds left. (39-28). Next one by Dace is good. He's got 10. Here comes Conkle. 5 seconds left. Gunner down. All the way down. Jump shot is up. Good at the buzzer. Gunner Conkle hits the 2. And the Tigers are down by 10 as we enter quarter number 4. 40-30. Sullivan on top. We'll come back in a minute. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate.
10 points, Sullivan lead, 40-30 as we go to the final quarter. Salem will inbound it and try and get that deficit down into single digits. One step at a time. Landon Richter takes the pass on the inbound from Sanders. He takes a long NBA three but misses everything. May trying to keep it alive, can't. Wow, that was an NBA three that Landon took. Trying to start out this fourth quarter with a bang. It didn't happen. Inbound by Dace comes across to Aiden Kirk. Back to Dace. Dace in his own zone. And a duck called for carrying the ball. Gabe Dace palmed that ball and carried it with him. Can't do that. Official right on the spot. You don't see it called very much in high school basketball. A lot of these guys do that all the time, but that was a little bit too obvious. Here's May with it over to Landon Richter, Trey Richter, now across to Sanders. Sanders can't get anybody inside, goes back on top to Landon. Landon Richter and Trey Richter out there. Trey trying to drive in back to May. May on the perimeter trying to get away from Dace. Over to Hayden Sanders. Grauer's right with him. To Gunnar Conkle across to Trey Richter for the three off the rim. May trying to chase it down, gets it in the corner. May back to Landon Richter, to Gunnar Conkle. Long jump shot, good! Great rebound by May. That gives Salem 2 points by little extra effort. 40-32. Sam Summers goes back to Dace. Dace fires it down the corner to Summers. Summers trying to drive in, lays it in. And then goes over top of Landon Richter. Salem down to by 10 again with 6:45 remaining, fourth quarter. Over to Sanders. Hayden Sanders back to Landon Richter. Trying to drive in outside to Trey. Now to Gunnar Conkle. Conkle shoots it to Sanders. The three-pointer. Short. Comes down in the hands of Dace. Gabe Dace. Across to Gavin. Gavin cuts to the paint. Kicks it outside to Kirk. On top, Grauer. Now to Gabe Dace as they move on the perimeter. Gabe slows it down out in their center court. To Summers. At that free throw line, they go back to Gabe Dace. To Summers. Salem starts collapsing on him. He just takes the shot and missed it. Brought under control by May. Off to Landon Richter. 42-32. 6 minutes to go. Sanders has it. Sanders trying to get that ball into Gunnar Conkle. Lost it. Steal for the Sullivan Eagles and a timeout called by Coach McKinney. With 5:51 to go. Sullivan with that 10-point lead, 42-32. We'll take a 30-second break and come right back. Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. Proud to support the Salem community, they're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Truss at 729-9276.
42-32. We'll be back here tomorrow at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Matinee game, St. James and Salem for the district championship. 250 Tiger Talk on KSMO Radio and KSMO Media with Coach Cody Woody. Each team with 2 timeouts remaining. We have 5:51 remaining on the clock. Gavin Dace to inbound it. Will give it to Gabe. Gabe will turn, trying to get away from Landon Richter. Goes back to Gavin into the offensive zone. Back to Gabe. Sullivan will probably run clock here as much as they possibly can, but take the easy shot when they get it. Here's Sam Summers driving in. He'll draw the foul, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Hayden Sanders with a foul. Sam is 1 for 3 from the stripe. 5:36. Remaining in regulation time. The free throw is good. Salem needs a bit of a run here to close the gap. They've gotten to within 10. That's as close as they've been able to get here lately. Summers hits them both. Back to a 12-point Sullivan lead. Long pass to Landon Richter in the corner. Landon into May. May drives in outside to Sanders for the 3. It's good. Hayden. He has 6. The lead is 9 for Sullivan. Here's Kirk. Goes to the corner. Stolen away by Richter. Trey to May for the 3. It's good. Bryson May brings Salem within 6 with 5:05 to go. Timeout by Coach McKinney. We'll come back in 30 seconds. It's Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
Here in this second half, Salem Tigers have 5 steals. They've scored on 3 of them. That was a big one. Bryson May, nobody came to him, and he hits the 3 right after Hayden Sanders hits the 3. That 6-point swing, but Salem within 6. Sullivan just 1 timeout left. 5:05 left in the 4th quarter. Salem with some forecourt pressure. They get it to Gavin. Gavin Dace over to brother Gabe. Gabe fires it over to Kirk. Now across to Gavin Dace. Gavin's run out of time, fires it to Summers. In the offensive zone. Good job by the Tigers. Just fell about a second and a half short. Pass goes in the corner to Dace. Gavin Dace to the paint. Trying to get that shot up. Does. Count the basket. And a foul. Gavin Dace with good patience. Gets the foul on Sanders, his 3rd. He just hesitated, and that got Hayden off his feet. Then the contact is made. Count the basket, and Gavin Dace's free throw is good. 3 for 3 from the stripe are the Eagles here in the 4th quarter. 47-38. Tigers down by 9. Here's Richter down. Landon lost that ball out of his hands, and Summers grabbed it. He's trying to get the shot up and over, and just like the ball lost, came out of his hands. Summers brings it in the offensive zone. Summers goes back to Dace. Dace trapped against the sideline, a foul called. 16 foul now, and that'll be on Richter. Landon went for that steal, and now Sullivan will be at the line to shoot a 1-and-1 at least the rest of the game, if not get the double bonus. But they are in a single bonus right now. Pass to Dace, goes down to Gavin Dace on the baseline. Bounce pass off the foot of a Salem Tiger player, Sanders. 4:10 left. Throw it 47-38. Inbound comes all the way out to Gabe Dace. Back to Gavin. Turnaround jumper. It's good. He got the bounce. Back to an 11-point Sullivan lead. Richter over to Landon. Landon back to Trey Richter. Out beyond that three-point arc. Back to Landon over to Hayden Sanders. Sanders going back to Bryson May. Got a little bit of a lane. Takes it down, lays it up. Can't get it to go, and Summers brings down yet another rebound. He and May will battle, and May will get the foul. Bryson gets his third foul. Team seventh, and that will put Summers at the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Salem got it to within 6, but they couldn't stop Sullivan. Got the basket and the foul, made a three-point play, and then fouled with another basket on jump shot. That free throw is no good, and Gunnar Conkle has it. Salem the other way. That pass stolen away by Gower on a pass by Gunnar Conkle. Back the other way. Gabe Dace going down to Summers. Summers on the baseline, down low, back to Gavin Dace. He missed an easy layup. Comes down the hands of May. May trying to get it over to Sanders off of Gabe Dace, out of bounds. 3:14 to go, and Coach Patterson wants a timeout. 49-38, Sullivan on top. Will come back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Your legacy. Protect it, prosper, and pass it on. Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, specializes in real estate planning, probate, family law, and business law. A Salem native, Stephen Patterson provides comprehensive representation to clients throughout southern Missouri. If you need assistance, contact Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, at 573-453-2529.
3:14 to go in regulation time. Right now, a 4-possession game for Sullivan. They lead it by 11. Tigers have had spurts. They just can't get on a long spurt. Sullivan has come back. Gavin Dace gets 5 points and extends the lead back out to 11 after Tigers got it down to 6. Gavin Dace at 15 points, leading everybody on the Sullivan Eagle team. Sam Summers has 11. Bryson May has 15 for the Salem Tigers. Sanders and Trey Richter each with 6, 5 for Landon Richter. Gunnar Conkle has 6 as well. Salem with try and get it in to May. May to the paint, to the hole, trying to flip it up. It will not fall. Foul on Gower, and that stops the clock, and May will get to shoot 2. Well, that's the ideal situation, to be able to score with the clock stopped. May, who is 2 of 3 from the stripe, will shoot 2. First one, no good. Second one on its way, and this one is good. Back to a 10-point deficit. Full court pressure by Salem. They get to Summers, back to Dace, across to Kirk. Aiden Kirk gets in the offensive zone, back to Gavin Dace. Gives it to brother Gabe. Those guys are seniors. They'll be graduating at the end of this year. Foul on Bryson May. And that's Bryson's fourth. 3 minutes exactly left on the clock. Free throw is good. Sullivan is usually a pretty good free throw shooting team. As Gabe gets another crack at it. And the lead is back to 12. 3 minutes exactly on the clock. Trey Richter comes down. Richter trying to find an open man. Goes over to brother Landon. Landon drives to his right, inside to Gunnar Congo. Jump shot up and good. Just from the free throw line. The pass up the middle to Summers. Summers in the offensive zone, almost lost that ball. Goes back to Gabe Dace. Gavin's all alone and he lays it in. Tiger fell down trying to defend. Lead is still 12. May over to Gunnar Conkle. Salem's going to have to start lighting it up here pretty quick. Sanders with a three off the rim. Ball taken down and controlled there by Gavin Dace, and a foul on Gunnar Conkle. Gunner's pleading a case, saying it should be a jump ball, but they're not going to get anywhere. And they're going to call it on Bryson May. Oh my, and that'll be it for Bryson. Henry Cameron will check in. So May gets called for that foul. Well, I didn't see that. I saw Gunner reach in there first. I mean, May was there, but I didn't see him reach in aggressively as Gunner did. 16 points for May in this game. And he finished with 6 rebounds. Gavin Dace to the line. He'll shoot a 1-and-1. That one misses, comes down the hands of Trey Richter. Gives it off to Gunnar Conkle. 2:10 to go. Salem starts needing to light it up. Trey Richter backs out. Back to Landon. Landon. Inside it goes to Sanders, and he missed it. Ball taken down by Gabe Dace. Boy, those got to go down. 1:55 to go. Not much time left to play with. Here's Summers going down by Gunnar Conkle, and Conkle will foul him. Sam Summers will go to the line to shoot 2. They're in the double bonus now. Right now, a 4-possession game with 12-point differential. Summers 3 of 6 from the stripe. He'll be shooting 2. First one is good. Winner of this game will play in Farmington at the Civic Center on Monday at 7:45. Sam makes them both. 55-41, a 14-point Sullivan lead as Landon Richter has it, trying to drive the left corner. He does, trying to pull back, and he's fouled there by Gabe Dace, and Gabe gets his second foul. Salem still not in a bonus, though, with 1:42 to go. Here's Landon Richter across to Trey Richter for the 3. Yes! And Coach Patterson will burn his final timeout with Salem down by 11, 55-44 with 1:36 left to go in the fourth quarter. We'll take a 30-second break and come right back. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
For your surprisingly great race, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Fourth quarter action, and we're down to 1:36 left. Salem Tigers' Bryson May is fouled out. Did so with 2:02 left to go. 16 points for Bryson, 6 rebounds in the game. Sullivan inbounded. I'm sure Salem will do full court pressure. Down by 11. The inbound comes to Summers, to Dace, Gavin to Gabe, back to Gabe. Into the offensive zone to Gower, all the way across to Gavin Dace. Down to 125. Now to Gabe Dace. Gabe turns and they're going to call foul on Landon Richter, I believe. Not much of a foul there. He put his hand on his back. So Gabe Dace, who's got 11, he will shoot 2. Makes the first. .122's on the clock. 4-possession game. If he makes another one, becomes a 5-possession game, and he does. Getting a little bit dire now for the Salem Tigers. Still got time, 120, but you're going to have to light it up. Here's Richter across to Sanders. A long 3, short. Comes down in the hands of Dace, and he stepped out of bounds. Gabe Dace brought down the rebound, but his toe hit the black line. Salem will take it with 112. Sanders into Gunnar Conkle. Conkle out on top to Richter. Trey needs to light it up and way too short. Brought down by Conkle, but he's still out of bounds. Gunnar tried to jump and knock it back in, but unfortunately he was out of bounds when he jumped. He's still considered out of bounds until he steps into the field of play inbounds. 1:05 to go. Here's Dace with it up the middle to Sam Summers. We're down to a minute. Here's Dace. This is Gavin, and Gavin will be fouled there by Landon Richter with 56 seconds left. That's his third. Well, the Tigers gave a lot of fans a lot of excitement here in this district here this year here in St. James. Free throw is good by Gavin Dace. But Sullivan able to take the lead and capitalize on it. That rebound missed, a shot missed. Kirk gets the rebound and a foul called. And Gavin Dace will go to the line. And the foul's going to be on Trey Richter. 52.7 seconds left. So Gavin Dace back at the line again, and this free throw is no good. Right now, Sullivan has had plenty of free throw opportunities. 14 of them so far in this fourth quarter. There's number 15, and it's good. Now a 15-point lead. Tigers get it down to Landon Richter. That shot's blocked by Gower. Excuse me. Goes into the Tiger bench with 47.9 seconds left. Here's Landon Richter to Trey Richter. Now to Gunnar Conkle for the 3. It's too short. It's taken there by Kirk. And a foul on Landon Richter. That is his fourth. With 41 seconds to go, a 5-possession game. A free throw by Kirk here would make it 6. Game is already pretty much out of reach for the Salem Tigers. But they gave it a heck of a try. Played some really good basketball in St. Clair in their last game of the season. Carried that into district play. And kind of makes you anxious for next year already. Free throw is up and no good. Brought down by Sanders. He comes the other way to Trey Richter. It goes to Henry Cameron in the corner for a 3. It's no good, and then Landon will foul out. Trying to chop that ball. 5 points for Landon Richter with 31 seconds left. He fouls out. Roy Stevens will come in. 16-point lead for Sullivan. Very good crowd on hand here at St. James for both teams. A big Salem Tiger contingent tonight. Whether you're watching or listening to it, we hope you'll be a Tiger fan next year. This young team, as most of them are coming back. Henry Cameron, a senior, and Gunnar Conkle, senior, they will not. Free throw is good by Seth Valley, who just checked in. Coach McKinney putting all kinds of substitutions in at this stage. And that one misses, brought down by Conkle. 28 seconds to go. Conkle off to Cameron. Cameron backs up, takes the three, it's short. Comes down into the hands of Max Avery. Avery gets it to Matthew Mallory. Mallory hangs on to it, back to Avery. 11 seconds left. Avery's just standing there, and Salem should just let him stand there. 61-44. Sullivan will move on to sectionals as they beat the Salem Tigers, the 6th seed. But boy, did they give their fans a ride here in district play. 61-44. Sullivan wins it. We'll come back in 3 minutes. This is Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
With tax season fast approaching, you might have some questions that you need answered. If so, give the Tax Masters a call. They have over 40 years of experience and can handle all types of accounting services plus certified e-filing. Don't ever let yourself be a slave to the IRS. Come and see Jackie or Beth at Tax Masters, located at 107 West 4th Street here in Salem, or call 729-3001.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
No matter what, every morning, farmers go to work, doing what needs done. The work is unforgiving. The days are long, real long. They nurture, they grow, they harvest. When the day is done, sell the fruits of your labor to your neighbors on Town Street.
Hi, I'm Susie Cahill, Director of Healthy Dent County Fitness Center. Are you looking for a place to begin your journey to better health? Come inside. Never in my life have I been in another atmosphere where everyone was so friendly and eager to help others. It's not just the staff, it's the members. They're so passionate about what they do and so excited to help you. If you're ready to begin your journey to better health, come by and see us.
Southtown Furniture. Southtown, where the bargains are. We've got everything from furniture to appliances. Quality floor covering. We won't be undersold, you'll see. To you, that is our guarantee. Southtown Furniture, where the bargains are.
Well, Coach Dino McKinney and the Sullivan Eagles will win this Class 4 District 3 championship. They beat the Salem Tigers 61-44. Game a lot closer than that, but free throws down the stretch by Sullivan, going 13 of 19, opened up this game, and they win it by hefty margin of 17 points, but this game was not that separated. But unfortunately, when you get to start shooting free throws, the game can suddenly get out of hand very quickly as far as the score is concerned. But got to give a lot of credit to the Salem Tiger team, who is a 6th seed going into district play. Really played some pretty good basketball. They came out strong against Sullivan, but not as strong as they did against St. Clair. They won that game. Played good against Cuba, won that game at 56-50. Since St. Clair game did go overtime, Salem was, did not go overtime, but looked like it might go overtime. Salem won that one 60-54. As also Isaac Nunez did not play for St. Clair in that game. But the Tigers did play well again tonight. Just started out a little slower, and against the Sullivan Eagle team that has such good ball control, that's just difficult to overcome. Coach Dino McKinney really has good game plans, and we'll tip our cap to him. But we'll tip our cap to the entire Eagle team, and and also tip our cap to our Salem Tigers. They had a real good run here in the playoffs. Wish it could have gone a little further, but the Sullivan Eagles, well, they play hard too, and they got the win tonight, 61-44. Leading scorer in the game, Gavin Dace, 19 points, 13 for Gabe Dace, 13 for Sam Summers, and 11 for Aiden Kirk in the game. That is for the Sullivan Eagles. For the Salem Tigers, they had 16 points to lead in. That's Bryson May. 9 points for Trey Richter, 8 for Gunnar Conkle, and then 6 points for Hayden Sanders, 5 for Landon Richter in the game. Leading rebounder for the Salem Tigers was Hayden Sanders with 7. Bryson May had 6. 2 for Trey Richter, and then 1 each for Caden Gately and also Gunnar Conkle. And two for Gunnar, got to count that last one in there. And for the Sullivan Eagles, their leading rebounder was Sam Summers. He finished with 9. Behind him, 6 for Gabe Dace, and then 4 for Aiden Kirk. 2 for Gavin Dace, and then 1 each for Max Avery, Drake Gower. They also got a single rebound in the game for the Sullivan Eagles. Sullivan 19-29 from the free throw line. Salem Tigers just 3 of 4. 14 turnovers for Salem. 8 steals for Sullivan, 13 turnovers and 4 steals. Foul outs, Bryson May for Salem with 2:02 left, and then Landon Richter fouled out with 31 seconds left in the contest. Sullivan Eagles, the Class 4 District 3 champions, beating the Salem Tigers. The 1 seed beat the 6 seed, 61-44. Well, we want to thank everybody for joining us on KSMO Radio, AM 1340, FM 95.7, online at KSMORadio.com, and KSMO Stream, our Facebook page. Also join us on Misha.tv for our game, which we will play tomorrow. The Lady Tigers take on the Lady Tigers. The Sullivan Eagles are gone. We beat them in the ladies' side, but we do have the St. James Tigers to take on. That game tomorrow, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, starting at 2:50 with Tiger Talk and Coach Cody Woody. Salem falls to Sullivan, 61-44. The Eagles will go on to the Farmington Civic Center, and they'll play on Monday night at 7:45. For our boys, a job well done here in districts, taking second place home, nothing to sneeze at. But a good year for Coach Patterson. Give him and his staff a load of credit for really putting together a very good last 3 weeks of play to give their fans something to really get excited about here at district play. For Ben operating the video side, for Jim back on the station, he's still spinning those dials, maybe even having a cup of coffee. My name is Stan Stevens, thanking you for joining us wherever you might be tuned into on KSMO Radio or watching it on Misha.tv or just audio streaming it on KSMORadio.com and the KSMO Stream Facebook page. We thank you. Come back tomorrow, 3 o'clock. Lady Tigers, Salem, St. James. Always a good matchup tomorrow afternoon right here on KSMO. Good night from St. James.
Thank you for watching this KSMO media broadcast of Salem Tiger basketball. This game was brought to you by K&H Auto Supply, Salem Memorial District Hospital, Farm Bureau Insurance, Bank of Salem, Napa Auto Parts, Boone Auto Supply, Taxmasters, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Town and Country Insurance, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, Ozark Overhead Door LLC, State Farm Insurance, Salem Trust, Southtown Furniture, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Living the Dream Outdoor Properties, Wilson Mortuary, Align by Design Health Center, Town and Country Bank, Healthy Dent County, Elwood Real Estate, Dent County Veterinary Clinic, Hometown Mechanical, Town Screen LLC.